Oh, can stay. Ladies and gentlemen, let us start our press conference. The game of South Africa, South Sudan. As you know, South Africa win 3-1. South Africa
3-2.
Yeah,
Not 3-1.
okay. We have Hugo Broos, the coach of South Africa. Coach, you can brief us how the 90 minutes was.
First of all, I'm very happy that we still could win the game. Honestly, I didn't believe in it anymore because what we have, the problems we had, is because of us. I know that this team of Sudan is playing with a heart, with dedication. They have a lot of tall players. And yes, when you are going to play in your 16, then you ask for the high balls, and the defense was not aggressive enough, so Sudan could come back on 2-2, and then it was very difficult for us. First half, we could have scored more. This is also something we didn't do today. The game could have been done after 45 minutes, but okay, the post and whatever, so that those things or those chances has to be goal. So again, we put ourselves in problems today, but at the end it was a happy end for us, and I'm very happy with it.
Good. Okay, we are on the floor for question. Yes, give the mic.
Congratulations, coach. You start the match. The same tactic you started against Uganda last 3 days ago, and this is the same thing you said yesterday. The match will be difficult, to not be easy for the two teams. And I think in some part the South Sudanese team managed to control your players to minimize the dangers from the goal. I think we played, I don't want to say it, but we played better than the Ugandans in some part of the game. What was the turning point of the match from your perspective?
I don't agree with you. I don't think that Sudan played better than Uganda, but we didn't play so well today. That was the problem. We started very hesitating the first 15 minutes, and okay, the goal was scored, and it was a little bit what you could expect. We were not in the game. After that, we came in the game, we had chances, and then you have to score. If you don't score, even when it is 2-1, the belief for the other team is still there. And then the second half, you are going to play on your 16 meter with, I'm very sorry, and I don't want to be or to blame or whatever, but with basketball players, 2 meters, 5-6 players of 2 meters. And you are going to play in your 16, then you ask for trouble because all the long balls comes. Yeah, and then you receive a goal, and then it's double difficult to win the game. So again, I think the good Lord here upstairs is with us in those 2 games, also against Uganda. But we played better against Uganda. Today we didn't really play our best game, and we should have done better. If we should have done better, I think the score should not be 2-3, but maybe 5-2 or something for South Africa.
Okay. Any question? Yes, Soga.
My name is Sogam.
You know, it's a mic, it doesn't work. Speak
Yes.
hard enough.
Yes, my name is Sogam John. I work for SSBC. We have seen how South Africa, Bafana Bafana struggled in this game. And last week when you played against Uganda, you also had some mistakes that cost you the game.
Yeah.
You were leading, then Uganda came
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Where do you see the weakness where you need to fix it before going for other matches?
No, it's so first of all, I said it before, or in the beginning of last week. The big trouble we have now for this moment is that our players didn't play competitive games. 80% of the players played only pre-season friendly games, and we saw that in both games. We are not sharp enough. This is not South Africa, what we knew from other games. This is the first thing. Second thing, okay, individual mistakes can always happen, but now in 2 games we made individual mistakes. The second goal against Uganda was a mistake. Today the 2 goals of Sudan were 2 mistakes. 2 defensive mistakes we make. So this is something we have to do better in the next game, certainly next month against Congo. And I'm sure that it will be, because at that moment my players should have, or will have, more competitive games, because this weekend competition starts in South Africa. And I think that was the biggest problem South Africa has for those 2 games, that we didn't have enough competitive games, and that well, there was a lack of sharpness in our game.
Yes, sure.
Coach Johanna Goudou, can I say that South Africa stole the game from South Sudan?
I'm sorry?
Can I say that South Africa is stolen the game from South Sudan? Because again, we're going to the draw 2-2. At the end of the day,
If you see when we score, I agree with you. But if you see the chances we have, I can't agree with you, because the first half you could have scored 3-4 goals. If we score those goals, Sudan will never come back. But it's because it's 2-1, and you know, when it's 2-1, there can always something happening, and then something happened, and it was 2-2. So again, I agree with you, because yes, we were lucky to score in the 95th minute or something. But at the other side, I can't agree, because there were periods in the game that we should have made the difference.
Yes.
Yes, I'm calling Emmanuel. I'm a journalist working with the #1 citizen newspaper. You keep on disputing the performance of your team, but this is one of the greatest teams in Africa that most people have been following. If you remember the last African Cup of Nations, South Africa put a brilliant performance, and against Uganda, you struggled. Same thing today. Defensive mistakes that you highlighted. What is all this that the performance of the Bafana Bafana keeps on reducing?
I think I already answered that question. We don't have enough sharpness in our game, and it is because we have a lack of competitive games. 80% again of my team, of the 23 players, 80% only played friendly games, because the competition didn't start in South Africa. So when you have to play against those 2 opponents now, Uganda and South Sudan, who are in the good way very aggressive, very dedicated on the field, you have to be as sharp as they are, and that's not the case for the moment with South Africa. So again, now next weekend the competition starts in South Africa in October. We will be more sharp than we are now. And that was my fear before those 2 games, because I saw Sudan playing, I saw Uganda playing, and that was my fear, that we should have a lack of sharpness in those games. And yeah, it was like that. And we are lucky again that the good Lord was with us in those 2 games, that we could score every time against Uganda the 94th, and today the 95th minute.
Just point of correction, is South Sudan, not Sudan.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Last question? No question?
I know our last question. Uganda won
Quickly.
today.
Uganda was?
Uganda won against Congo.
Yeah.
Do you really feel pressure?
No.
With the current performance?
No, I think we are first with Uganda with 4 points, and Congo has 3 points. So I think we are in a good position. But again, I think the 2 games in October against Congo will be key games. Key games in the way that if we can have at least 4 points on 6, that should be a very good thing, because then we play at home against South Sudan. So I don't say that we will win already before the game, but if you want to be qualified, you have to win your home games. And I think after that game, if we are 4-6 against Congo, we can be qualified already. So again, next month is a very important month for us, and 2 very important games.
Coach Hugo Broos, thank you.
Thank you very much.